Hey everyone, it's Lily and welcome back to my channel. So I want to show you what a scallop hairline looks like and tell you a little bit about how I made it. So this is the scallop hairline that I'm working on. I've actually finished the hairline. Normally I start ventilating from the back to the front, but I was so eager to see how this was going to turn out. I started from the front to the back. So I did a very thin density with a one needle, and I was very particular about make sure I pull single strands. So I'll get in close and you're going to see the knots because this hair has synthetic fibers in it, and the thing about synthetic fibers, the knots are huge. So you probably know that because a lot of you wear lace frontals and lace closures that are from China, and China does not use pure virgin Indian hair. They use Indian hair that's mixed, or human hair that's mixed with synthetic fibers. And the synthetic fibers are pretty much synthetic strands, or poly strands made from poly. So they're not like hair, where hair fibers are really thin. Synthetic fibers, once they're knotted, the knots are huge. So this is just going to be like a 3-inch frontal, and I'm going to ventilate as to where I have the cord. So from that to that is 3 inches, and so I still have, not a lot left, but quite a bit. So I have to fill in that side, and I kind of started at the top, and then so I have to fill in that side. So I started from the bottom already. So I'll go up and then I'll be done. And this pretty much is a 5-inch frontal because that's what I wear, 5 inches. But I decided I'm only going to do 2.5. This is either 2.5 or 3 inches. Or it might be exactly 2. I'm only going to do this, and then I'm going to take this net and cut it off and pull it up here because I don't want to do all this ventilating because, like I said, this hair is synthetic. It's mixed with synthetic fibers, and it has a lot of synthetic fibers in it, so I'm not really pleased. This is the leftover hair from Salon Labs. They sent me that hair to review, and I made a couple wigs with it. No, actually I made one wig, and they sent me the closure, so I didn't have to do any ventilating, so I wasn't sure how the hair ventilated. But I could tell that something was peculiar about it. It wasn't totally pure virgin Indian hair. So ventilating, I absolutely found that out. So how I made this scallop hairline, and I'll show it to you again, it's really easy. You all know that I ventilate from patterns, and I want to say, well, you can't see it, any good wig maker always ventilates with patterns, and the reason why is because if you're used to doing hairline wigs or wigs with thin hairlines where people glue them down, and that's usually for people that suffer with alopecia or they've lost their hair to cancer, they're going to be gluing their wigs down because that's the only way to pretty much keep them on. And so they're going to be creating hairlines from their hairlines. So pretty much they're going to make a head mold and send it to the wig maker, and she's going to have to transfer those sketches onto the lace fabric. So here's how I made it, and I don't think you can see, even if I put it up really super close. Oh yeah, you can see the scallops. Now I made the scallops with a quarter because it's on plastic and I'm outside. You can't really see it that clear. But I used a quarter to make my scallops, and pretty much I pinned it to the canvas block and put the lace on top of it and traced it out with my pink thread. And then, took everything off and just pinned the lace back on and ventilated it. So once I finished it, I went ahead and pulled out the pink thread. So I was really careful, as I said before, to pick up single threads so that it would really be really thin. But I'm going to have to definitely bleach these knots because you can see how huge they are. And that's because they're synthetic strands. Um, it's really important to learn how to make patterns and ventilate from patterns and transfer the patterns onto your canvas block or trace it out on the hair, especially if you want to start making more expensive wigs or what they call prostheses, which cranioprostheses are what the term is used to bill insurance companies. And I know because I just got a prescription for a cranioprosthesis for myself, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, because I make my own wigs. So we'll see how that plays out as I go along into my chemotherapy treatment. But as a good wig maker, you want to learn how to do that. And my opinion is that anyone that actually wears, wigs, they're lace wigs, lace closures, lace frontals, any type of wig with lace on it, I think you need to really learn how to ventilate, because I get a lot of requests for people asking me if I could add, my hair is thinning, my wig's thinning at the top, can you add some more hair? And you really don't know how intricate and detailed it is to try to add single strands into a wig. And so I always have to email back, no, I'm sorry, I don't do wig repair. And then I go on and say that to learn how to ventilate, my beginning ventilation class is only $500 and would probably cost half that to add strands in to your wig. So to me, it's better to just take the time and learn how to ventilate, and then you can just do it yourself, because as a wig maker, you're not going to want to take that time to put those single strands in. For one, it takes a lot of time, and two, people don't want to pay you for what it costs to put those single strands in. And all the frontals and closure from China are done with single strands. There are no double strands or triple strands in there. They're all single strands. So you pretty much have to use single strands to match what's already in there. So I'm going to show you the difference, because across the front, but because this has a lot of synthetic fibers, all of the knots are going to look big. So right at the hairline is single strands, and then as I went all the way farther back, these back here, let's see, where's my finger? Back here. So these are single strands, and this part back here is double strands. But the knots almost look the same size, because there's a lot of synthetic fibers in here. And they just look huge. So anyway, this will be a play wig for me, or a gym wig or something. Okay, so actually, one other thing, I am going to be selling my patterns. I'm going to put them on my lacewigstraps.com website, and once I photograph them all, and they're going to be templates, pattern templates. I'm going to have all of them, all these templates that you see for different things, the back nap, the scallops, all these are closures. And I'm going to put my templates on for making a full wig cap. I don't know if, I did a basic wig cap, but a full wig cap pretty much is done in 3 parts. So I'm going to sell the template for that too, along with instructions on how to do it. And they'll be in PDF, and pretty much, they won't cost that much. The wig making patterns might. So these are wig patterns that we learn, that I teach in intermediate. You learn how to make an open air wig cap. That's this one. And this is the basic wig cap, which I put the tutorial on for that already. And this is the 3-part wig cap with the 3 sections, and it also has the elastic nap in the back with the fasteners on it. So these are the caps that we learn in training. And once you learn these, you can make a full wig for anybody. Beginning ventilation is teaching you how to ventilate. Intermediate wig making teaches you how to make all the wig caps and combine the wig lace to the wig caps in various sections. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching.